Today we're looking at this. It's a Phone and Hirsch sat-nav. It's about 10 or 15 years old, something like that. It's pretty ancient, but it's stopped holding its charge now. So even if you fully charge it, it lasts for about 10 minutes and then gives up. So I'm going to take it apart, see what sort of a battery it takes, and see if I've got something that I can squeeze in there. Without further ado, let's see what we have. I think this was particularly cheap when it was new. So we get those screws out now. That's the fun bit. Right, let's see what is inside this. Just make sure we haven't got another screw somewhere. I think this calls for a spudger. I don't know what way I'm going to go into this yet. It does feel like there's something holding it together, but I can't see any more screws. I've taken the stylus out. Must just be clips. Okay. Oh, okay. I can see what's happening here. It's a little GPS antenna there. Now, is that being held in by anything? Doesn't look like it is. Maybe I can just pop that straight out. Yeah, it's just held in by plastic clips. So I really don't want to damage this. Oh, that is a tiny battery. Might have something for that. Yeah, that's very small. 850 milliamp hours. Have I got an 850 milliamp hour battery? I don't think I've got one that small. It looks like it might be able to take a bigger one, maybe? I'll go and have a look. Let's take the old battery out anyway. I might have to heat this up a little bit. Let's take the screen and its digitizer off, get that out of the way. Let's have a look at this circuit board. There's our battery connector. It looks like we've got 4 wires going onto it. Not absolutely sure why. I mean, I've seen batteries with 3 wires. I see you normally have positive, negative temperature. I wonder what the 4th one's for. Oh well, let me remove this thing and we'll have a look. I think I'm going to find a plastic spudger for this one. Let's take this thing off. Broken my spudger. That'll bloody teach me. Can't smell pineapple yet, so I don't think the battery's pierced. I think we're all right. And it's off. Oh, it's a little bit pierced, look at that. It's not making any funny noises or getting warm, but yeah, there's a little hole in it just down there. Never mind. And I can see there's actually some writing on that PCB, so I should be able to work out what those wires actually do. Let's have a closer look at those. Plus D, minus D. It's like S and I. I mean, theoretically, I could take that board off and just attach it to another battery, and I'd have the same functionality. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to take that board off and dig up another battery and solder that board to it. Always fun getting Kapton tape off. I guess that's sort of the point. Let's take these wires off. Or not the wires, but the terminals. That is done. Now to find a battery on eBay. Now that the new battery has turned up for the GPS, I thought we'd have a little bit of a closer look at the protection circuit module that I've removed from the old one that I'm going to transplant onto the new one. And it's really quite a straightforward sort of thing. It has the usual MOSFET on the end here, an unidentified device there, more about that in a bit, and a couple of resistors here, and the usual DW01 chip there. A little bit of capacitance for the chip and another resistor there. What I'm particularly interested in though is this component here. Now it's completely unmarked, and I think that might be the thermistor, because this particular cell has temperature sensing on it, and it looks like it's going to that white wire. So what I'd like to do then is connect it up to a multimeter, measure its resistance and see if that changes when I heat it up. Let's get some solder on here then. And on that one there. Solder the first one on there. And the second one. That's our thermistor now connected up. Let's now connect that up to the multimeter. I'm going to set the Quick 861 DW up for a temperature of 100 degrees and an airflow of 9, so it's nice and slow. And let's see what effect that has on the resistance of that device. As you can see, that is dropping quite rapidly. So that is definitely a thermistor. And now I'm going to need a very steady hand because I've got to perform an operation on this battery and take off the old protection circuit without puncturing the thing. Should be interesting. Now we're in. And it's off. I'm just going to measure the polarity of this battery to make sure I don't connect the protection circuit up the wrong way around. Okay, so top near the 3.7 volts is positive, and this is the circuit we are replacing it with. It looks like it should go on like that. Like it was made for the job. Let's get that out of the way. Just need to double check that. Yep, that looks good. So I need to fold these back over there. And solder them on. And that is on. Time to get some Kapton tape of our own and wrap the battery. I bought some Kapton tape off of eBay once, and it was a tiny bit fake, and I knew that as soon as I started heating up a component near it, and the tape started melting all over the circuit board. Pretty impressive. And who on earth would make fake Kapton tape? It would be so obvious that it was actually fake. Literally the first time you use it. Let's put this back in the sat-nav and see if the sat-nav comes on and or charges. I think what I'll do, get a bit of tape and just stick that down. Fiddly, fiddly, fiddly. Why did I decide to do this? I think I've done it. I think I've done it. Let's see if it powers on. And let's see if the touch screen works. It's a good sign. Should probably put the SD card in actually, shouldn't I? Let's power that off a second. Touch screen looks like it works. Awesome. Let's put an SD card in there and see if it boots now. Looking good. Not the most sensitive of screens, this. Being a resistive touch screen, not a capacitive one. Okay, that looks good. I'm now going to plug it in and see if it charges. And the charge light has come on. Excellent. Well, that is done really. I think, yeah, we'll call that fixed. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. Cheers. Bye.